But before the start of the event, there is a small announcement that due to some unavoidable circumstances, the speaker who was going to present today, that is Manoj Maurya, he is unfortunately in hospital. And in substitute of him, we have Gyanajyoti Rautre, who will be speaking for us today. So Gyanajyoti Rautre is continuing his PhD in electrical engineering specialization in signal processing, communication and networks at IIT Kanpur. He has done his MTech from BPUT Orissa. His skills in research and development includes not only limited to mathematical modeling, algorithm development for speech and audio processing, multi-channel signal processing, and machine learning application for speech and audio processing. His current research topics include sparsity-based methods for spatial sound reproduction in free space with a reduced number of loudspeakers, spatial audio panning for irregular loudspeaker placement as per ITU standards, upscaling the ambisonic biannual reproduction of HOA signal, mathematical modeling of 3D sound capturing and reproduction, development of machine learning algorithms for spatial audio processing and its application in AR/VR systems. He has published over 10 research articles in various international conferences. I welcome you, sir, for today's session. Over to you.
Thank you, Apala, for this introduction. Am I audible to the audience? Anyone can confirm?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Because I hope all are beginners. So my presentation is for the beginners, and I will make it as simple as possible so that you can get an insight to the LaTeX and you can easily make any documentation and report writing. And later, when you will do your thesis also, it will help you. So before starting, I have a brief. So coming to LaTeX, why we need a LaTeX? As you know, it's a document preparation system, and the documents have a professional looking like, so that you can arrange the documents in a proper shape. There is no mismatch on misalignment of the documents, and particularly it helps when we are going for a very long and structured document. Structured document means you can go for any thesis, your book writings, or a longer report. And it particularly helps when you are writing the equations and when you have very much sections, subsections, all these things. And one more important part of this LaTeX is that it is free. So you can download it. It costs nothing. And also there are some of the online platforms. So LaTeX is based on the TEC. Initially, when it was being developed in 1978. Later, this TEC is a very low-level language. So we are going for the LaTeX, which is developed over the TEC, which makes it easier. Nowadays, we are using LaTeX or LaTeX second edition tool. So coming to the LaTeX, there is something called a base and something called a editor. So this MIPTEC, TechLive, LaTeX, TechShop, these are some of the bases. So when you are installing LaTeX on your system, so you need either any of this one, you have to first install. And most preferably is the MIPText. MIPText is the most preferable one. Then coming to the front end or the editors, so where you will find all these graphic user interfaces. There are the text maker, text studio, TextWork, TextShop, and TextShop is more familiar for the Mac OS, and the rest of this text maker, text studio, TextWorks, they can be used on using either Linux or Microsoft Windows, any of the versions, and even if for Mac. So these are some of the editors. If you want to use LaTeX on your system, then you have to download and install it, and it is completely free. And if you want to go for some online editor, then we have Overleaf, Share LaTeX. So these are not the list is not ended over here. There is a big list, but these are few of the popular things we are using, and most of the researchers they are using these platforms. So thank you for this one. So I'll keep it simple. Now I am going for some of the hands-on experiment. So for that, we use something called overlay. Okay. So is my screen is visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So when you go to overlay, then you can log in. You have to create some account. So you can log in a screen either using your Google account or your Orchid ID, or you can also register yourself. So I started with a news project. So when you will open in Google, it makes the things very simpler. So this is this part is my editor, and here this is a compiled document. This is in the PDF format. So I have used some document class. Starting, this is the article, user package, or I just do one thing. I'll delete everything. I'll start from first. You have to define some of the document class.
Excuse me, sir. I think we should give them 1 or 2 minutes of time in order to open overlay and start.
Okay, sure.
So audience, as you know, this is a hands-on training session. So we want you all to repeat and to work with Gamma sir. Like you all go to Overleaf website and make your account and follow the instructions given by sir. That will be useful for you.
And when it's done, you can reply in the chat box with a thumbs up. We can start with that.
You can open your Overleaf account with any of your existing Google accounts, so that will work.
Okay, should we start with a blank?
Yes, side by side, you just start so that it will be easier, because I am going to give this presentation for the beginners. So at least few hands-on experiment you have to do. So at least you have to make a report. So first we have to define which type of document we are making. So A4 paper means your paper size, then the font of your document, 12 points, and article. Here I can give article, I can write report or conference, even a book. That depends what you want to do. Okay. So I started with the article, or also if I want, then I can make also a report. But that depends what you want to generate. So after this, now you have to begin your document. So just begin document. So I run my first and recompile or save. So you'll get that this is my first document. So in chart, screen is blank.
No, it is visible to me. It
Okay,
is
now it is
visible.
visible. So now it is clear how you are doing it. Okay, so before proceeding, if you are using some of the stand and alone sites, or if you have downloaded the LaTeX, then how you will do it. So one of the simple way that I am using text shop, just like I am using some text shop. So I'll go to the text shop. I can go for a new file. So this is now my editor, and the same thing I will do here. Plus. Okay, now I have written it. So here you have to first save it, file, save. So the file extension is a .tx. I have saved. Then I compile. So now you will get your PDF document, my first document. Okay, so either you will use overlay or you can use um, just now I am using my text shop. Similarly, you can use any of the LaTeX that I have already explained, Text Studio or Tech or Tech Maker that you can use. Okay. Another way of doing these things. Now, is it clear? So, in the chat also you can interact. Some of the ways, like few persons, they are very much familiar with these terminals and all. There also you can do the same thing. Just like if I'll go to my terminal. Okay. If you are using terminal, you can use some VI editor and all these things. So, this is the file that I have opened. So begin. Okay, now this is the file that I am working on. So I just write. Okay. I have written. Okay. Then PDF LaTeX, give the file name. Okay. So you will go to your folder and you can find that your file has been changed. a fast document latex using terminal. So these are the few of the ways you can use it. So I can say that it's robust, or you can carry it, means any of the platform. Online you can use it, offline also you can use it. And using terminal means if you don't need any of the graphic user interfaces also, by installing your Textshop or MipTech, also you can use it using the terminals.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, can you please explain how have you given this pathway? Like how have you decided it? Like some of us may not be comfortable with this coding part, so we used to after this option of copy and pasting the path. So can you please explain that part again? How have you given the path for saving the file? Yeah.
I have just made some folder on my desktop, simple, or and in that folder, I just open that file. Okay, just I'll go again to the terminal.
I guess in the beginning when we use overlay, so at that time when we open a new file, there were certain commands appear on the left side. So people are asking like how those commands appear. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, suppose this document I want to save at a particular place in or a particular folder in my laptop. So what is the path? How I will type the command for giving that path, like where that file should be saved? Like this, my first document file, where should be saved? How I will give that path?
Okay. You are using overlay? Are you using overlay or you are using some standalone one?
I am just a beginner. Like I use other softwares like Stata and SPSS. So there we used to give this path, like where our file should be imported and where we want to export the final files. So similarly, like I am guessing
there is no need of any path setting.
Import the file.
So when I am using this overlay, now this is overlay means I am doing it online. Clear? Okay. So if I want to download this one, I can use, because at the end I need this PDF document. Clear? So download this PDF. So it will be saved to your PDF document. So there is no need of, now it is being downloaded. So I'll open this PDF document.
Okay. So if suppose I have installed this LaTeX in my laptop, so then how I will do the same thing?
So you can go to your folder. You can any place on your laptop, because when you are installing any software, then you can access the complete laptop. So whatever the documents you are putting, because this is a single document, when you will include your figures and all, then you have to keep it in that folder only. So it's simple. There is nothing to define the path and all these things.
Okay, so in the same folder, I have to make subfolders, or there may be some folders which are already generated. So it will automatically take the path. Okay, it's clear. Thank you.
Okay. So now this is the case. So so coming to this overlay, I think this overlay will be easy for you, because if you are not using any of this software online, you can open this overlay. So this is my first document I started. Now I want to give some of the title and all these things.
Hello.
So just write.
Hello, sir. Actually, while installing the basic MicTech installer, there is some warning that specific installation directory is not empty.
So we have to check it because on which system you are using?
Windows.
Windows. So make some first download it, then you will install it. So this is just like any other installation. You have to keep the install in your C drive, in the program file, or just in a C drive.
In the C drive and the user, it is a specific path actually.
No, it's never need any specific part. Okay, we can do one thing. First, we will go for the experiment. Now, for the timing, you will use this overlay. After that, if you have any specific doubts regarding this installation part and all these things, we can take at the end. Okay. So now I will add some title to this document. Okay. Just I have given some title. I will write the author name, author. So in overleaf, one advantage that when you are writing any syntax or command, it will show you the choices. And when we are giving title and author, begin with a backslash, then author, then I am giving my name. And the document I am doing today, so I can also give the date, just like DATE backslash. If nothing I am giving, then it will take today's date and recompile. So one of the mistake I made, I have defined title and all these things. After document, just give net title. Now recompile. Now you can see Latex document and now name. Like this, you can add whatever the name and your designation or your institution, you can do it. This is the first part. Now, whatever you are writing inside a document, it will come to the next. So, next part I am going to forget how you will make different part of these documents. Here, I'll make some clear page. Clear page means after make title, the page will be clear. I will go to the next page. So I come to the next page. Now I start with sections. Section. So first section, I'll introduction. So this is introduction. Now compile it. Now see that in introduction, this is my first section. This is introduction, my first document. Next, if I will put, I want some of the subsection. It's simple. Subsection. So I'll write methods. Okay. Somebody asked which key we are using. One is from the top, you can see that key compile. So you can press there compile, or you can use command enter, or in some systems it's shift enter, or even if you will just press Control S, it will compile. If you are saving, then also it will be compiled. Okay. So now this is clear how to use section and subsection. Okay. Now second part, in each of the subsections, I'll
excuse me.
Yes.
Can you explain the methods? I didn't get in the subsection part why method is written.
Just I am given some name to the subsections. Okay. If I will just give your name Rahul.
Okay, got
Rahul.
it.
Okay. So Okay, when as you are writing, this is my introduction, this is the system model or something. So I have given. Okay, so how you will define the subsections. Okay, another subsection. If you write just after introduction in the same line, no, because the introduction is a section, so this is a title. So you're not supposed to write side by the title. Okay, so if you'll write side by the title also, just after introduction, if I'll write something, it will come to this paragraph. Okay. So this is the beauty that it is not specified how you are writing. Just like in your Word, you have to specify. So how you are looking to your Word document, same way you have take the printout. But here, the way you are writing, this is different, and how it will look, that is different. Okay.
Sir, I had a doubt here. Like in Word, we get an option to divide the page in two parts, like we write research papers. So
Yes.
how to generate that thing in Latex?
Okay, that I will come to later. How you will divide it into two parts, two column format. Okay, that also we can do. I will that package. Okay. So next part, coming that, okay, how you will go for the numbering of the sections. Okay. So itemize. Okay, so here I will go for two sections. Begin, itemize, end itemize, one item. I'll just write one. Next, two. So now this environment is your itemize, begin itemize, end itemize, and in between you write 1, 2, 3. Now you can find these bullets. Okay, whatever you will write, so it will come in terms of bullet. If you want to give numbering bullet 1, 2, 3, 4, then just begin, enumerate item 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So this is how you will write means with the bullet points 1, 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2, 3. Even if you can go for Romans and all these things. Okay, for the very beginning, I am telling this is the same environment, itemize or enumerate. So this is the environment. So begin itemize and begin enumerate. Next, I can make some section also. Next, I'll do some section. Then text. So now I have a new section. I just clear this page. Okay, now I have a new section. Here, what I want, I will give you some of this, how you will italize any word or how you will bold any line. If you just give the command text it within the curly braces, write words in italics. Okay. Or another command I am giving, text bf, okay, word in bold. Just text formats. So when you are writing italics, so the words will be italic. If you are writing bold, then text BF, then you will get a bold font. Okay. If I want something after that bold font, if I'm normal, so normally you write something just like so in this word in bold, then I just write Formenar with. So in the same sentence, part of it will be bold and the rest are the normal font. Okay. If I want some words in teletype or words in Roman type, we can also write text RN. If I want to underline some word. So the word is being underlined. Clear? So first we have to how we define the sections, subsections, itemize, and different. How you italic any words or sentences, bold font, and underline. Clear? Next, one of the most important part that when we are making this content page. Clear? So if I want to put some of the content page in the beginning, so what I'll do after document, you will make the title. Okay. So after making the title, now I'll start clear page. In the next page, just I write table of contents. Okay. Now this is your first page. Now you have the content page. So your sections, subsections, and their respective pages. So here you no need to manually enter the content. So this is one of the advantage when you are using the LaTeX. So after that, we'll start doing something. Next, coming to the section. Creating table. Okay. So now we want to insert some of the table. So here again you have to define some environment. Begin table. Okay. So centering means it will center the table. Now you want just like that. I want 2 columns is there. Okay. So let I like 10 pieces. Okay. Numbers. So now just compile. Yes. So here the table always comes up 10 pieces, arrange 6 numbers. So here there is some bracket. If I put H over here, then the table is just come where you want to keep it. If you will not specify, then always it will go to the top. So I specified, so it kept the table over there. Now, if I want to make,
yeah, so this begin table code that you have written, sir, See this centering and begin. So this it will come automatically when we write begin table, or we have to manually enter all these set of code between the begin and end table.
Yes, you can go for your own customization. Okay. Automatically, it will now give me two. Now, just for your calculation, I will start from the very beginning. Now, start begin. I am not using any command. So, if I have begun the table, then also I have to end the table. Yeah. So, now I put H. H stands for here. Okay, so table will be fixed over here. Then after that, if I am not using centering, then you have to start begin. Okay, after begin tabular, I'll not write, and end tabular. Now, how many columns you want to make? Okay, now if I'm interested in making 3 columns, so I can write C, C, C. So this stands for the columns. Now I'll enter the numbers. Okay, so column 1, then 2 column elements will be separated by here and 2 and 3. So next row, put a double backslash. So here I will write 1, 2, 3. Clear? And end tabular. Yes. Now see the table 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It will be left and right. So if I want to bring it to the center, for that I before tabular I use the command centering. Okay. Now it will come to the center. Clear? And here I have written CCC. That means all this C means center. So the content at the center of these columns. If I will write L, C, and right. Okay. Now L stands for left, C is your center, 3 is your right, so it is in the right. Now I want to make some lines. So put this like this, lines.
Sir,
Yes.
how to write the heading of the table?
I am coming to that. Already I have written that chart.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Clear? Now I will sum up this vertical lines. Now I want to make some of the horizontal lines. So first horizontal, use the command H line. Okay. So after 1, 2, 3, again use H line. Clear? So H means your horizontal line. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Now you have to give some heading to the table. So either you can give the heading on the top or in the bottom. So if not top, then give caption. Okay. My table. Here, table 1, my table. So this is the heading of your table. Even if you want to refer this table, give label. So table 1. I have given some reference table 1 or just table XYZ. Right. So this is my label. I have given table XYZ. So 4 men are going. Here I want to give the citation. Okay. So just write ref table X. Here, as referred in table and compile. As referred in table 1. If I have a table 2 also, I will like this. Okay. Even if to some of the sections also you can label it. Okay, just like that. After the section, write label. This is section that 1. Okay. This is section 1. So if something I am writing, I want to refer section. I don't know who section, just from the reference I can write section 1. If I want to refer on page REF section 1. So I refer to section 2 as on page 4. So just go to section 2. Where have it? Okay. Section text formats. So text formats is in section 2. Okay. And it is on page 4. So this is the way I can assign some label and refer to it. Now I hope getting a table is up to some extent clear. Okay. Now something you can go to Google it. Okay. Latex table online. Tablegenerator.com. There is a website. Okay. So when you will go to table generator, here you can find something like this. Some tables are there. Here also you can delete some rows or columns. Okay, rows, remove. Okay, I remove all the rows, cells or columns. Remove. Okay. Now if I need something, or you can just write out set size. So which type of table we want? Okay, if I want a table like this, okay, and I want to entry right here some of the entries of the table, A, B, Z, or you write something S, and these two columns also you want to merge. Okay. And generate. So now this is the table is being generated. The copy this one and paste over there. Now this one is clear. So this is one of the easiest way if you are not familiar that how to write and do all these things. I have used this one. So here I have pasted this new table. So A, B, A, Z, something is coming. If I'll bring to the center, entering. And if you want to put the lines, it's the same way you can put the lines. The column lines. And if you want to put now you generated this table. Here, hope table generation is clear. Okay, if you have doubt in table generation, you can write in the chat. Next part, I'm going for the some equations. Okay. Now I will write equations. Clear? So when we are going for the writing some of the equations, we need some of the packages. So here I have not used any of the package. If it is visible, just a document class, and I have started writing. So when we are writing any equations, it involves fractions, integrations, and the special character and number. All these things involved. So for writing any equation, use package, okay, user package ASM math, and use user package AMS symbols. Okay, AMS math and AMS symbols. These two are required for writing the mathematical equations. Okay. So now I am on the top of the page and I want to write some equations. No need to search. Move your cursor to the equations and double click on that. Then you will be in the editor, you will reach that position. Okay, now I'll write some equation. So first is inline. Inside the line you have. So put some $2 commands in between dollar. I'm just writing E is equal to MC square. So inline math equation E is equal to MC square. Clear? So similarly, if I'll want to write something called alpha is equal to 2 times of 2 times of beta cos in bracket theta. So alpha is equal to 2 times of beta cos theta. So if I am putting the dollar in between the dollar, I have to write my equation. So it will be written in the same line. Because when you are writing some text, you need inside the line, you have to write some equation or some symbols. You can use it over here. If you want to write your equation in a different, so you can put $2. I just put $2 here and compare. So this alpha is equal to 2 beta cos theta. It will come to the next line. Clear? Or else I can use something called begin equation. Okay. So I started writing begin equation some complex equation I am writing. Just like that, fx is equal to summation. For summation, use sum. Okay, n is equal to 1 to 4. Something. Then fraction, frac, sine x divided by x. Okay, alpha raised to the power let n. Okay, beta superscript just square root of some quantity let 2 x power 5, like this I'll write. Now compile it. Clear? Now you will get your equation. Okay. So this is the way you can write some equations. So now the question that you have to remember all these syntaxes. Yes, you have to remember all these syntaxes. Clear? Just like that for table, you can say that Latex code is there. Once you start using this Latex, then these things will be familiar, because if this is similar, just you want to write alpha backslash alpha, you want gamma backslash gamma, like this you have to write it. Okay. So those who are writing, again you can see that key with equation. So when you write begin equation, then you will get the equation numbering. Okay. When you are using this dollars, you will not get any numbering. But when you are writing equation, you are getting some numbering. And even if you will just equation, put some star, then it will not number that equation. There will not number it. Now, come to this equation editor or code codes. This is similar to your Word document. Whatever you want to write, you want to write some, you want to write some matrix. Okay, like this. Okay, begin B matrix. This should be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is a B matrix, it's over. So this is the matrix. So I want to multiply this matrix with some of this vector. Okay, so I multiply by 2, or you can write like this also. So it's so 3 elements are there, 5, 7, like this. This equal to let 0. I have something. Clear? Now this is the equation. Now see, this is the equation and this is the Latex code. Copy it and go to your original file. Let me begin equation. Okay. So I have this is one of the way you can write your equations. So this code codes also help you to find just like the different symbols if you don't know what is the syntax for it. Clear? So this is how we can write the equations.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Is it free?
Hello?
Education editor.
It's free. Whatever I am showing you, all the things are free.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So now equations, you know. Now how you'll put some of the images. Right. I'll put another section. You have some of the JPG files or .ps file, or you are compiling your MATLAB or Python, you got some of your results and you want to incorporate your results. So for that, you need some of this user package that is called as your use package graphics, GRAPHICX. Okay, so use that package. I don't have any image over here, so go to your upload. Okay, see on the right hand side, go to your upload. Then from upload, select from your computer. From the computer, I can upload some of the files. Okay, so some picture is there, PNG image is there. I have uploaded this image. Clear? So this image is now my pic.png. So what we will do? Begin figure. Okay. So centering, include graphics. You have to just write here something. I will give width number is equal to 0.8. And give my picture name. My pic PNG. Clear? So caption, you can give caption. Now compile it. So now this is the image. So here what is happening? If you are not specifying any position, so now you included your image over here. So image cannot be fit over here. So automatically it will go to the next page and it will find a best suitable places where it can be, it can fit itself. So here I have just given the width is 0.8, means original size. I can change the size. If I am not giving any size, I want little bit bigger picture. Then
Sir, I had a doubt here. Sir, while importing a package, it has two options. One is graphics and one is GraphX. Like one is having X at the end, and so which one? X or okay, X. So what is the difference if we import S instead of X?
graphics S package that is used when you want to resize your paper. Means A4 sheet, what is your left margin, right margin, all these things, when you are specified that, at that time we need this graphics S package, GRAPHICS. Okay, here I am not doing that one. Means when you want a very small left margin or right margin, okay, for that you need graphics. And when you are including some images, this package is enough. Okay. So this is how you will include your image. And one other thing. Now you want to use some of your references. Okay. So I made a big file. So there is something called doc1.b. Okay, here you can write these big files. Clear? Or else some of the papers when you go for, there you will find some bib text file. So it has a extension .b. So now what you will do, go to your main text. There you have to include your bibliography just before the document end. Right. Bibliography. What is the file name? doc1.bib. And how you will use this file? For this, use the style, bibliography style. At the end and before mentioning bibliography style. Okay. So I am not using any style, so plain. When you are using IEEE, then you have to put bibliography style, IEEE style dot sty. Sty is the style files. Okay. So now when you will go for the B, here when you are putting some of the article, you have to give this key. Okay, article or some conference. So this is D13 analysis is the key. So copy that key and in your main document where you want to cite it. Now I want to cite it, my citation. So just write cite. Okay, I have cited this one. Then again compile. Okay, it comes here references here. So I'll check. Okay, now this is the reference. So like this, and where you have cited my citation, here the number comes. Clear? So these are the some of the basic things how you have to use your LaTeX. So in the starting, there is some question that we are going for the 2-column format, 1-column format for all these things. It is always advised go for the template. Okay. So when you start making your own template, then again it will create a lots of mess. So the conferences or the journals where you are for that you are writing your manuscripts, go to their website. They will provide you some LaTeX template. Use that LaTeX template. Okay. So this is one of the solutions. How you use it. Even if on Overleaf also you will find lots of template. Just like go to your Overleaf. Now you see the templates. Okay. Is my screen is visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So now see that some of the resume templates. Okay, if you want to make your resume using Overleaf. Okay. So open it. Okay, view the source or just uh, open as template. Now you got a template to make your resume. Now everything that template is there, everything is written where you want to your name. Just click on your name twice. It will go to place your name. Make the edit over here. Clear? So current city, city or country, I'll just write. Spaces. Compile. So it's not required. You have to remember all the syntaxes, all the commands. So you can use some of the predefined or templates. You can also use. Okay. So when also you can go for menu. Now if you find this template. When you are going for any new project, okay, academic journal, book, formal letter, thesis, accordingly you can find the templates from here also. Okay. View all the templates, or you can search for IEEE. IEEE transaction conference paper. This is a conference paper template. So open it. Okay, open as a template. Clear. This is a 2-column format template you have. So in the beginning, someone asked about that how you will make the 2-column. Now you have the template for the 2-column. You can start writing over here. Okay, go to introduction, start, and for comment, use this percentage to comment any command or comment any line. So these blue colors, whatever you are seeing, these are all commented. You can delete also that. Okay. I hope.
Sir,
Am I clear?
Yeah, sir, I had one more question to ask. Like, we have written this entire coding, so how do we save it in the overleaf, or it is automatically saved the next time?
Automatically saved. It will be automatically saved.
We just have to download the PDF file.
Yes, another thing. It is automatically saved. If you see, this is my overleaf link. I have lots of links, files. I have done it. So good part is that. So if you started, you asked. So now you are in a group. You are doing some project. Okay, or you want to, or 2 or 3 you want to collaborate, and you can also share the same document just like in your Google Docs. Okay, here there is some option is called their share. Okay, so you can edit. Okay, so directly write their mail or turn on sharing link. You will get some of the links. So to share that link. So if you have the link, then you can also edit that particular template. He is not going to access other files in your account, but that particular file, that person will get an access, and he can also edit. So when you are working in a group also, you can share the same template or same file. So parallelly 2 or 3 persons, they can edit it. Okay, is it cool? I hope this will help you in your term paper and all these things when you are working in a group. Next, here you can download PDF. Option is there. Now the entire project I want to download and keep it in my system, because there is some images and all these things you have uploaded. So come out of your editor. You have your projects. Okay, simple CV or this demo Latex I want to download. Click on that. There is some option called download. So it will be downloaded to your own system. Okay. So if I want to download, so it will be downloaded. So now it is downloaded. And if I want to open it, so now see that, because I am running some text up, so it open with the text up, and I can compile it from here also. So the same thing offline also I can do. This is my document and all these things.
I request participants, if you have any queries, you can ask directly to the speaker.
Sir, I have one question.
Okay.
Sir, how to reduce the top margin we get above the figure? Like you already have this too much margin already, automatic margin.
Okay. So your figure is always placed in the center, because I don't have added any of the text over here. Okay. So for example, if I will add some of the text, Flip sum. Okay, now where I have introduced this figure, I have this figure, begin figure here, no? Because it's not that only you will put the figures. Okay. Just see that I added some of these random texts. Okay, that Lipsum is adding some of the random paragraphs from some sources. Okay, so I have added some random paragraphs. Now see that this figure come to the top. Okay, now you reduce the figure. Even further also you can reduce the figure size 0.5. Okay, Shreyans, how we resize the added image? I hope I have answered your question.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, if we want to add some text onto the right hand side or left hand side of this figure, then how we do that?
Okay.
As in one column there will be figure, and on the second column I want to add some text.
Okay, so there you have to use something called mini page. Okay. So use mini page that will divide the document in two parts. Then you can add it.
Thank you.
So, sir, some margin already there has been taken above the figure. So,
Yes.
can we control the margin like there a way?
No, if you want to crop that image, that is one of the option. Okay. So in that figure, the spaces are being fixed. Okay. So this is, I have taken some screenshot of my desktop. So there is no some automatic margins because so it will not take that automatic margins like this. If I want to put two figures, better I can same figure again. I will put below it. Now see that there is no margin on the top. This is the margin of the page. Clear? Okay. Or if I want to keep two figures side by side also, I can do it. Clear? So this is the very beginning. So you'll start practicing, take any document and see that document and try to reproduce. And if you have some of the specific doubts, how to insert these figures and all these things, you can search on Google, then you can get a lot of help. Clear? This is only the beginning. I am giving some of the briefs, what you can do, how you will start writing. So this is just a beginning that how you make some of the reports. Clear?
Guys, do we have more doubts?
Yes, I want this whatever editors you have used, I want the name of that. Can you please repeat the names for tablegenerator.com? For there was one equation editor, then IEEE template. So these things, can you please repeat once again? What were the names of third party
Okay,
pages?
this was your table generator, tablegenerator.com. This is an online platform.
Is there any same type of software for equations as well?
This is for equation. This is code codes.
Okay, code.
COGS.
Okay.
Okay. So if you
yes, one more thing. So for figures, can you suggest some like for drawing figures? Can you suggest some page like this?
Hey, figures we cannot, we are not drawing. Figures, whatever you are getting using a MATLAB or Python, that we are importing. If you are telling block diagrams,
No, like in this word we use to draw some figures or graphs. So how we can import that?
okay, that yes. So you can draw that figures using some of the software, just like your what were the Corel Draw or PDF Annotator or Draw.io online platform, and you save that image in the terms of some JPG format. Clear? So here I have imported some PNG figure and include graphics that PNG. Okay, this is one of the way.
So if suppose I have draw some figure into Word file, so how I will export that to how I will save that in PNG or JPG format?
Okay.
There is no direct option. Like I am now trying it, but there is no direct option. How can I export it?
So that means you are drawing some of the okay. So there is one another platform. I'm just showing it. Draw.io. This Draw.io also you can use to make. In general, it is not taking so much of time. You can use this Draw.io to draw these images. Or you can take a cup of tea with mathematics. There is a one site called Math Cha. Okay, that also you can use to generate these figures. So I don't know why they are taking so much of time.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Okay. This one, open editor, you can do it.
Okay. So we request you to put your email.
Another okay, my email address you need.
So that the participants have any queries, they can contact you directly.
Okay, sure. Okay, I put my mail ID jrautre@iitk.ac.in.
Okay.
So that you can also use. So you will start doing it. Then there are lots of online platforms where you can do just like that ticg.net, where you can draw such type of images using your LaTeX codes. Okay. So or you can also use this Matcha. Okay, this is another editor where you can draw some of your figures and all these things. And mathematical equations also you can write. Just like I have written some block diagrams, I want to do it. Okay. So some hexagon I did and some mathematical functions I write. Okay. A is equal to B X plus C, and I have some of the scores. Okay, like this. So I want such type of image to include. So one of the things that he export as image. So you can go for the PNG image and you can export, or you can go for the TIGG command. Okay. So when you write the TXG commands, and it will show the included scripts. So it will show you the packages. Okay, these are the packages you have to use it, and this is the code. So copy paste it in a file, and it will work. It will give you the same figure.
In the last question, can you please suggest some of the websites where we can try and learn at our own, like how if we will stuck at like which package? If I am the beginner, I will not. I am not aware about any package of this latex. So where I can find that, like for which type of thing, what type of package I should install. So is there any blog or any page which I can use as a guide?
There are lots of books on LaTeX, okay, and help documents. But the most helpful is that just Google it.
Okay.
Okay. And really that gives the solution in the less time, because when I started reading these books, it will 600 pages, 700 pages. So reading a 600 pages book and remembering all these things is not possible to make a document. It's better to Google it. So nowadays you can use your internet at IIT or also Geo is free. So Ambani ko bhi use kar sakte ho, so to get your answers.
Okay, so if in a document I need multiple packages, so should I install at the beginning of that document or
Yes,
this command page?
just like that.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So it
Huge
will be
package.
applicable to every page.
Yes.
Gurvinder Sidhu, sorry to interrupt. Actually, we are exceeding our time. So could you like put your all the queries in the mailbox and mail to the sir?
Yeah, I will email you.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you,
Uh,
Neha.
Thank you. So guys, we are not taking any further queries. We are ending the session here. So I would like to thank Gyan Jyoti sir for his good interaction for our students on the basics of latex and agreeing on the last minute. Thank you so much, sir. And all the participants, there is another event by the research wing in the research conclave, which is going to be held tomorrow at the same timing by Professor Kantesh Balani on how to write a good MTech thesis, good thesis. So I request all of you to join there and ask as many as doubts you can. Thank you, sir. And thank you all.
Okay. Thank you, Neha, and all the participants. Really, after a long time, I have interacted. And again, for the participant, if you have any doubt, you can mail me. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. You can leave the meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.